only one person that I've really, I would take it up the bum for him, but...
Well, we'll come to taking it up the arse afterwards.
Robbie Williams, I think it's because he reminds me a bit of Freddie Mercury.
I've got the same mentality really over Ewan McGregor. I always have.
Go on.
No, I'm not bothered about having something in my bum is what I was going to say. I wouldn't be bothered. Welcome back to Findersbeepers, History Seekers on the Lockdown Podcast. I almost said the Pod Down Lockcast there. I'm going a little bit mental, I think. I've been in the house too long because now I've gone back to work as well, so I'm in here all the time. It's doing my head in. So, how are you, Andy? Anyway, I feel I should ask you. I never ask you.
You asked me last time, didn't you?
All right then, fuck off. I don't care.
I'm all right, to be fair. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, good.
I'm really good. How are you? I haven't seen it for a couple of weeks.
I'm all right. Tired. I had to have a sleep before today's podcast. I'm that tired.
I hadn't had a chance.
So much editing and messing with things. It just seems to be going on forever and ever. What? Not messing with things like that, actually. You never know. I've been doing weights. I've got some new weights and I've been doing them. My arms are killing.
Oh, you said your weights have been delivered after about 3 months.
Yeah, I ordered them in April and they came the other day. And I'm enjoying doing it, but because I'm in front room, I've got them in front room. And I'm literally, every second I've got them, so I'm doing them too much. So I'm going to burn out after about 3 days. So
yeah.
I'll never use them again then. Anyway, let's get on to these cracking questions. Ooh. But before we do that, just want to say a massive thank you to all our Patreon members, to all our members on YouTube as well. And if you've not seen, I don't know when this will come out. I don't know if you'll have had a discount code anyway for our new merch that's coming out at the beginning of July. Everybody's going to get a chance to buy it, but at the moment, just Patreon and members get the sort of pre-order on there. So I'm excited for it to come out because I like that design as well. Do you?
I did. When you sent it me, I thought, yeah, that's really eye-catching. Like it. I do like it. It does. Bit of colour as well instead of just black and white.
What?
It's a bit of colour as well.
What's in black and white?
Oh
yeah, I thought you were saying it's just black and white. I'm like, what?
No.
No, it is nice to have a bit of flash of colour on there because everything we do generally is black and white. Anyway, let's crack on with these.
Yeah.
We've got some quite wordy ones this week as well. So I'm going to have to put on my spectacles and read. I'm not really, but I'm going
to say, when did you start wearing your spectacles? But my readers.
Right. Hi, guys. Oh, God, I've just read this through. Hi, guys. Even though I've never met you, I consider you my friends, which is lovely.
Yeah, nice.
Almost family. I've never messaged you before because I don't really do that. I prefer watching from afar. That's worrying me a little bit.
He's not outside my house again, is he?
Do you ever think you could be good friends or date a fan, or do you think there should be boundaries? I'm going to ask you.
Oh, God. Well, definitely boundaries. I would never date a fan for a start, 'cause I'm married. So that's definitely...
Do you call them fans? I don't call them fans.
Followers.
I say followers. A lot of YouTubers say fans, and I never know whether to say it because I think it seems really big-headed.
Yeah.
Calling people fans.
I've got a fan. Somebody loves me. I've got a fan. I don't know where that come from.
What are you doing?
Don't know.
So, I don't know. Just imagine yourself single. I think that's always the best way in these things because obviously you're married, so you can't always comment on stuff. But look at it as if you're single, and would you?
No, I don't think I would.
Not at all.
No.
At the end of the day, though, it's not like we're something different or special. We're just people.
Definitely
and
special.
These people that watch us are just people.
I don't know. All depends on what they look like. Yeah, like I say,
So you only go on looks then, is that
no,
right, yeah?
No. Well, yeah. No.
No. Oh, yeah.
It's a hard. Not saying it's a hard one. It's difficult because obviously you've got to get to know them, haven't you? And if they are a fan and they live miles away, you're not going to get to know them. So you're not going to get to meet up, get to know them, form a relationship.
You see, I don't think you get this. You don't get this side that I get because when I deal with all the social media side of things, I deal with it pretty much all. And I'm talking to people on there all the time. Like Snapchat, I get Snapchats constantly. I get messages that you will see coming through on things like Instagram and Facebook, but you don't interact with them so much because you just leave it for me to do.
Because I look at the message, look at the chat, I mean, no, that's just wrong for me, so I don't go in it.
That's wrong for...
Yeah.
I just need to tell you, none of these chats are dodgy. There's not really any... We have had some dodgy chats. They're not bad. There's nothing bad.
I go in there and my eyes bleed.
No, yeah, don't get me wrong. We get the dodgy ones that aren't real people. Like everybody gets on Facebook, where you get like somebody that's like, "Hi, I'm your friend," and they send you a naked picture straight away. It's like, who are you?
Yeah. I don't like jumping into them conversations when you go into them because you
yeah, because I take the piss,
and I just go in and just watch the chat evolve, and I think that's brilliant.
I absolutely rip it out of people like that. I tell them all sorts. Like I was saying that I'd got a wife and something we're up with, or she died of a terrible disease or something like that the other day.
Oh dear.
But if these people are going to try and troll me and make some money out of me and scam me, I'm going to troll them back. So why not?
Yeah, why not?
Do you know what I mean? I enjoy doing it.
It's like that when I got the other day, went to that friend request on Facebook because I do the mentally texting site, and sent me a friend request, and I looked at it. It was just this black woman in her underwear, and she had like the camera was like from her knees upwards. And all you can see was the black hole of Calcutta. It was ridiculous. That's all you could see.
God.
And I said to Lindsay, I said, she'd asked me to be a friend, and she went, "You having a laugh?" I went, "Yeah." So I went, "Yeah, except no, I didn't." I just have to delete them. I'm getting loads and loads of them coming through now from that site.
Yeah, no, you are gonna, because if you're the person that's sort of running it, you're gonna. But this is what it's like for me, and you know what, I love speaking to people. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Like I've said before, sometimes I'm busy and it's a bit hard, but I'll always try and talk to people, and I really enjoy doing it. But you do get some people that are, I don't know, a bit much, like take it a bit far.
The genuine ones are nice to talk to.
Yeah, definitely. And there's like a core base of people that I talk to quite a lot, and I really enjoy talking to them. But then you get some that don't seem to take no for an answer, so they'll push it a little bit far, and I find that really hard.
Yeah.
But anyway, dating side of things though, that's different. That's not just talking to somebody. So if you've built up that relationship with them, talking to them on chat, would you take that to the next step of maybe meeting up?
Possibly, yeah. Possibly. Like I say, you've just got to build that relationship, haven't you? And it might be a right bitch when you get older. You know what I mean? You just never know. There might be a right bunny boiler. Like nice.
Well, they might be, yeah.
You just got to get to know them. I think if you get to know them and you get on well, then I don't see no harm in it, to be honest.
At the end of the day, I know, sort of listening to other YouTubers, like KSI is terrible for it. KSI has done them left, right and centre.
I don't know how he gets with me. He don't even know what a bread bin is.
What do you mean you don't know where a bread bin is?
He didn't even know what a bread bin were. Do you ever watch Celebrity Gogglebox?
Oh no, I don't watch telly anymore.
Yeah, he's on there.
I watch YouTube.
He's on there at the minute, KSI, and he didn't know what a bread bin was.
He didn't know. What do you mean? How do you not know what a bread bin is?
Exactly. He didn't know what a bread bin were.
I don't understand how that's possible. I don't understand.
I don't know either. It was just really funny when he come out with it. Anyway.
I like KSI though. KSI's fun. He comes across quite almost aggressive, but he's not. He's actually genuinely really, really funny, and I enjoy watching his videos.
He's actually grown on me since I've watched him on Celebrity Gogglebox, and I've seen him on a couple of other programmes as well. He's actually growing on me, because I didn't like him to start with, because like I said, come across really like up his own arse and things like that. I think that's a bit of a front he had on, but since I've been watching him on that, I quite like him. I think he's really, really funny. Yeah,
I think he's got to be like that up to a point to appeal to the fans to get them on board. But then I think he's quite multi-layered, and that's why people then stay. Yeah. So they're attracted by his sort of loud appearance and everything, but then they stay because he's actually an all right bloke.
Yeah,
so,
he is.
I don't know. So yeah, I think with me, you know my situation, but we're putting that to one side. Yeah. We're doing it as if there's no interest, nobody to think about other than a fan or follower. And I don't know, I think I probably would if I got to know them well enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And they had the same sort of interests as me, and it wasn't going to have any negative impacts in any other way. So yeah, I think so. But please don't turn up at us houses. And please don't think that you're my family and you're going to walk in through my door. But no, I get it, because I watch YouTubers and I think, you know what, we were talking just off camera a minute ago about a guy called Jack Sucks at Life, and I really like him. I think he's a really funny but yet clever guy. And I sort of, even though he's younger than me, I sort of look up to him, because I think he's got a lot of ideas that I think, you know what, that's very similar to ideas that I've had, but he's in a stronger position to do that. Yeah. And I don't know, you almost feel closer, like Joe Weller, for example, as well. I feel like I almost know him because I watch his videos, and that's a bit weird. If I step back and think about what I've just said, it's a bit odd. Do you know what I mean?
But I get what you mean. Yeah, I get what you mean though. Like, say if you watch him day in, day out, all day, every day, you get to know exactly what they're like, and
that's it. And the good thing with YouTube, rather than telly, it does happen on telly sometimes, but YouTube, you almost see them grow. So you see them start off the channel and it being bad, and then it get better, and then they grow and they change and diversify and one thing or another. And I think that's brilliant about YouTube, because you have got that connection. The only people that I can think of like that on the telly are Ant and Dec.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them go from like Biker Grove all the way up to what they do now, like crashing minis and having breakdowns. But
getting divorced.
Yeah. But you build up that relationship with somebody over a time, even though you've never met them. Yeah. And I think with YouTubers, I think it's even more intensified version of that. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Totally.
And actually, this next question links really, really close to that. Like really close. So it is, I spend a lot of time on social media, and I think it's taking over my life. I base my fashion choices on YouTubers and Instagram, and I find myself using phrases that I hear on YouTube a lot. How much does YouTube affect your choices, and how long do you spend on social media per day? I'll let you answer, because yours is going to be totally different to mine.
Totally opposite to yours. I don't spend a lot on social media. Well, I do and I don't. It's
just 1 second. Just talk enough so I can eat some sushi. All right.
Just eat chocolate.
I just want this sushi's doing me in because it's sat there. Yeah. But I know that it takes a load to eat. So you just talk for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think since lockdown, I'm on social media quite a lot, especially like Facebook and like say YouTube, and not like Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that, because I don't do that. But like Facebook, while I'm at work now, because I've got no manager to look all over my shoulder, I can troll through it. I can have my phone out. I'll just troll through Facebook. Yeah. If there's a video that comes up that I like, I'll watch it on YouTube, but I have the volume down a little bit more than what I would normally do, just in case it gets picked up through my headset. But it's like constantly throughout the day, little and often, whereas before lockdown, I never used to go on it at work. So only when you just go home, so it could be 2 or 3 hours, something like that, on an evening. But now it's constantly on.
I'm on all the time. I really am. And I don't think I wouldn't say that it's something that's a problem. It hasn't become a problem. I just use it to help this channel because I feel like I watch a lot and take a lot from other channels, and it helps me out with like ways to edit and ways to do things and ideas for videos and stuff like that. But also on a personal level, away from that, I do feel like I've built up relationships with certain YouTubers, and I've gone away from ones as well. So there's some YouTubers that I used to watch absolutely loads, and I don't even watch them anymore, and I don't find them interesting anymore. I went through a thing, I did with Yes Theory.
Yeah.
Yes Theory is a brilliant channel, but then I got to the point where their videos were the same, and they almost became a little bit preachy. So it went from like inspirational to almost, this is a set way of doing things and you should follow it, almost like a religion. And I sort of stepped away from that a little bit. But it's weird how you go through where you absolutely love something and you watch it a lot and then you just don't.
Go on, sorry.
Go on.
I was about to say, I'm saying this is the problem with being like 7 mile away. You can't say shut up.
No, but you know what? We've been pretty good with it so far. When I edit, I don't have to chop and change anything about, because usually I talk and then I stop and you start. Yeah. Whereas last week, a little bit when we were on, or other week when we were on with Rick, it were a bit more, we hadn't got, because there were 3 people, it was just a bit harder to do that. But anyway, go back to what we were saying.
Yeah, so I used to watch Hell on Earth religiously every single.
That's what I was about to say.
Every week. So I wouldn't miss it.
The thing we were going to say were the same.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss them. And now, if I miss it, I don't really care, because they've just got like flat, if you like. I've gone on to other people. Obviously, I still watch fighters. Sometimes I don't know why, but I'm still intrigued about Dan for some reason. Something about him and the places that he goes. I mean, recently
I get on with Dan. I think Dan, he gets a lot of bad press, and you've got to remember, it's like this whole bone in the wall thing. I think he made a big mistake with it. Yeah, it's in the past. It's done. And it's over with. And a lot of the things he's done since have been really, really good.
Yeah, some of Japan series that he did.
I don't watch exploring videos really ever. When I do watch exploring videos, like I said, it has been Hell on Earth, and I watch them for the humour rather than the place. So, but I don't know what happened with Hell on Earth. I love them. I think they're brilliant. I really, really do. But something changed where they didn't seem to have that excitement anymore. They didn't seem to. It almost became they were going out because they had to go out.
Just for the sake of it, and they're just making any old video.
We may have fallen into that trap at times, though, because it is hard to keep that enthusiasm when you're seeing another wrecked building that there's like 3 or 4 good features in it and you've got to make the most out of it. It is hard to maintain that excitement about something that you've seen 10 times before. But I don't know, for me, it's not about, when we go out, it's not always about the building. It's about me and you going and having a laugh.
Having a laugh, that's what it is. I mean, we've gone out, we've gone to 2 or 3. Where did we go? We took Aaron, didn't we? We went to 5 places and couldn't get in.
Manchester, when we went over to Manchester.
Manchester.
God, that were hard work.
Hard work, but we still had a laugh, and we didn't really film out, did we? But we had a right laugh doing it.
I went mental that day, didn't I? I went, there's something wrong with me. I started dancing down streets and singing and stuff. I don't know what were up with me. But yeah, that's it. And I think that's what keeps us where we look forward to going out on a Monday night. Not because of the place we're going to always, but actually because of it's spending time and having a good laugh. Like, I suppose like going down to the pub, isn't it? Or going to a football match on a Saturday. It's like that mentality for us rather than...
Yeah, exactly.
What we got tonight, tick it off a list, on to the next, tick it off a list. We don't really do that so much.
We make the most of a bad situation sometimes, don't we? Like I say, it could be a really crappy place.
Yeah, some have been awful. And some we've been, and we've driven like hours to, and then never even put it on because it was that bad.
Yeah.
But like when we went to Newcastle that time, and it were amazing to get in, and an amazing building on the outside, and then there were nothing inside.
Nothing inside.
And it was such a shame. But we still had a good time, so I don't care. I don't care if I don't make a video.
Is that the one we did that race, and then we thought, we'll race around this square, and then we couldn't get around the square, and we had to come back again, which was pointless exercise.
Yeah, we thought it was like a corridor that went all the way around the outside of the building, and we got to end and you couldn't get any further.
And then we just stopped and went, what's the way off?
Oh, okay, we'll
have to
go
go back.
But that's what we tend to do when the place is a bit crap. We will do something a little bit different, like when we did hide and seek.
I was about to say hide and seek, yeah.
Yeah, that pub, we're all right. It were an all right pub. And you know what? When we first started exploring, we would have been like, oh my God, this is mint, it's so good. Mm. But I think because you've been to so many good places, it's very, very easy to go, oh, well, it's just another pub. Because pubs are pubs. There's nothing really special about a pub. Do you know what I mean? It's got... And have you noticed, totally off subject, but when people go exploring in pubs on the videos, you always get one person going, oh, what you having, Bob? Or what you having, Rich? Do you know? They always say it every time. Yeah. And I think we've probably done it as well, but
yeah, we have.
I think it's just, you've got to do it when you're in a pub. So, I don't know. So, I don't know. I think it does affect me. Social media does massively, massively have an impact on my life. I do say things like, I notice myself saying things in the style of Joe Weller because I watch him a lot.
Yeah.
Like with you, when I say things like...
see what we can see.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. But I mean like when I watch things and I go, oh yeah, making bear peas. And you're like, what are you talking about? What's bare peas? It's like loads of money, but it's something that I've seen maybe on the Sidemen or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's something that they say a lot. And I automatically expect you know what I'm talking about, and you don't always, but that's because why?
Because I thought it was an exercise.
What, bare peas? Oh, burpees.
Burpees. When you first said it,
man.
Burpees? What are you on about burpees, you idiots? And then you explained to me what it were, and I went, oh, right, I'm 54, dipstick. I'm not 22. You know what I mean? I'm not a young man. I don't take anything from anybody. I don't take anybody's sayings or anything. I just want to be an individual. And,
no, but it's not that I don't want to be an individual or I want to be them or copy them. It's just something that sort of becomes your vocabulary because you hear it that often, just like you would do if you were talking to one of your mates at work and they kept saying the same thing. At some point, you're probably going to say it. It's the same with that.
Yeah.
For me, like you were saying, I'm not on like Instagram or Snapchat and things like that. I'm not so much. I don't... Like, we do have Snapchat, and I do send things out on there occasionally, and generally in summer I'll send more stuff out than in winter because that can show you explores and things where we are for people that watch this channel. But I don't do it for me. I don't go on there and, like, my daughters, for example, go on Snapchat to talk to people all the time in groups and stuff, and I don't do that. Yeah. And I don't really use TikTok other than to do stuff for the channel. I sometimes do sit and sort of scroll through when I want to just turn my brain off because you literally don't need to have any sort of mental capacity to watch TikTok.
I do that. I've found, since we did that TikTok challenge, I found myself going on, just scrolling through TikTok, just randomly, just keep going and just stopping on a few. And I thought... It
gets a bit addictive, doesn't it, at points? But
it has. It's got really addictive. And Megan, my 8-year-old, she's been saying, are we going to do another TikTok video? I went, no, that's it.
I love doing it.
That's it.
I've still not edited the TikTok video, the second channel. I need to get around to doing it, but I've just... That with Rick last week, the one with Rick, like Rick's video a couple of weeks ago from when this one's coming out, that took a lot of editing because it was 3 of us, and because we lost that big chunk of footage, it was really hard to edit and it took a lot of my energy. So that's why I've not got around to doing it, but I will do. I think it does have an influence on me. I think it depends what mood I'm in, and I think it depends what medium. So like Instagram, not so much. Sometimes go on, but very rarely. I never go on Twitter other than to post something on there. Like I said, TikTok to turn my brain off. YouTube, that's where it is for me. I watch everything on YouTube, and Facebook probably as a secondary one to that. So yeah, but my phone time, my average phone time is anything between 14 and 16 hours a day.
It's your top, is it?
It is. I think 14 hours last week was my daily usage on my phone.
That's ridiculous.
Which is bad. So
that's really bad.
Anyway, last one. Now, this is a funny one because it's sort of, I don't know whether to say the name. It's got somebody's name in it, but it's their boyfriend's name. It doesn't give out the full name, so I suppose it doesn't really matter.
Just the first name, like Frank or whatever, then yeah.
It's a good first name, to be fair.
Oh, God.
So, my boyfriend Matt is pissing me off. Please, can you help him get over his gay obsession with you?
No.
He's driving me mad. Thank you kindly. Please have a good conversation about this, and would you take it up the arse? Just curious. Love you guys. Love you guys. Please use this question. You'd make my year. So yeah, that's quite a strange one. So, what are your thoughts on
taking it up the arse?
Sort of man crushes. Well, we'll come to taking it up the arse afterwards. But man crushes.
I've got no problem, to be fair.
Have you got any man crushes?
No. Yeah, I have. Only one.
No. Yeah. Who? Don't say me. Don't say me. You're going to say me, aren't you?
No, it's not you. Well, I won't call it a man crush, to be fair.
No, but it doesn't. A man crush doesn't necessarily have to be you want to have sex with them.
People are going to think I'm a bit weird, but I'm not really. Only one person that I've really, I would take it up the bum for him, but at that time, but I wouldn't do now. Robbie Williams.
Oh God, yeah, you really go mad for Robbie Williams.
I used to do, yeah. Years ago, I went to see him at Wembley, at the old Wembley Stadium, and loved it. Since he went on his own from Take That, yeah, really had a big, massive thing about him. I think it's because he reminds me a bit of Freddie Mercury, and he was like a really good showman. I think there was showmanship about him more than anything else that I liked.
It's more of an admiration then, isn't it? It's not really a crush. It's not like you think about yourself with them. Do you know what I mean? And I'm the same. I've got the same mentality really over Ewan McGregor. I always have. Yeah, because my favourite film's Moulin Rouge, and I really like his acting. I really like how he is in things. That's shocked you, hasn't it? That's really shocked you.
I know your favourite film's Moulin Rouge, but
I just think he's really good in that, and do you remember watching? Did you ever watch The Long Way Round and The Long Way Down?
I've never even heard of it. No.
So it wasn't a film or anything like that. It was a series, and it's very much like, I think it's what inspired me to want to do something like we do now. Before YouTube was even a thing for me. And basically they had big motorbikes, like massive, chunky, huge motorbikes. Yeah. And they travelled round the world. And the first one, they started off in somewhere like Edinburgh, I think, or up in Scotland. Went down to the south coast, went across France, over into like Ukraine, Kazakhstan, all the way across, and like went through these really scary countries, and headed up and round and ended up in New York. They finished in New York, and it was him and a guy called Charlie Borman. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's an actor as well.
Name rings a bell.
Yeah, so anyway, they ended up going all the way around, and it was brilliant, and I absolutely loved that series. I thought it was so good. And once again, I built up that relation with him. I'd always liked him anyway from Trainspotting back in the day. Then he got bigger, and like I watched that religiously. It was like, you know, I like travelling type programs anyway, like that Race Around the World, that sort of thing. It's the same sort of thing as that, but they'd set it up, and it's something I would love to do. Me and you would, if we could recreate that in some way, it would be like my life's dream complete. It really, really would.
Can you ride a motorbike?
I'm not saying necessarily motorbike.
I'd love that.
Oh God, I don't think you'd be able to do that, seriously, because they were going along like deserts and stuff, it through like mud and sand and all sorts, and the bikes were so heavy, like so heavy. They literally, if they went over, they almost broke the legs.
I used to do motocrossing when I was younger, so that's nothing.
No, but it's like, they're like, you know, the big BMW bikes that you get.
Yeah.
But then they had like all the packs with the like spares in and things like that and all sorts. It were absolutely phenomenal, the amount of weight that were on these things. But yeah, they got pulled up at borders and not let through. Like, imagine doing what we did in Russia.
No, not doing that again.
Doing that. No, but I loved that. I thought it was really good. I liked the experience of it. At the time, it was horrible.
Stressful.
But once you got past that stress and you conquered it, then that feeling of elation of getting on to the next place and doing the next thing was brilliant. And I think to be able to, like, they ended up having to go miles round out of the way, like that took an extra 4 days or something because there were a bridge that were broken or something like that. And it's just that sense of adventure and stuff. Oh, I just love it. I would love to do that. So yeah, I built up my relationship with him there. Then I went on to watching Moulin Rouge, which is my favourite film anyway. And like I said, that I felt like I'd got that bond with him there. So that's my sort of man crush, because he's Scottish, he got good tattoos, but I don't want to have his willy in my bum. So, but, have you ever had anything in your bum?
Piles.
Do you want to have piles? You're just making that up.
I didn't know.
I'm partial to a finger in my bum. I'm happy with a finger in my bum. It's fine.
Remember that next time we're out.
No, not your finger. It has to be a lady finger, not a manly finger.
Don't know what you put in trifles. Bit of sponge.
I don't know. I could try one of those. You never know. It might work. It's soft enough, isn't it?
With a bit of jelly and custard.
But no, I can genuinely say I've never had an urge to have a willy in my bum.
No.
But I'm not.
Go on.
No, I'm not bothered about having something in my bum, is what I was going to say. I wouldn't be bothered. I don't think it doesn't make it gay unless you make it gay. I'm digging myself an hole here, aren't I?
Very, very big one.
What are you saying about my bumhole? My bumhole's not a big hole.
I've seen more of your bumhole than my missus's.
When have you seen my bumhole? You've never seen my bumhole.
It's always out. Every time
My actual bumhole. So yeah, you're on about my bum crack. When have I actually got my bumhole out? You know, like parted my cheeks and like got my little squinted eye out at you. It's just never happened, has it?
You were very nearly on the Greatest Showman video, right at the end. Very, very nearly.
Well, yeah, very, very true, because I did bend over quite a long way, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
But yeah, I would love, just going back and changing subject again, I would love to do something like that. The only thing is it's the family ties, isn't it? But
that's it.
Like I said, if this channel does ever make its mark and goes bang, that's what I want to do. I was talking to Sue about things that we could do. I messaged her to try and find a list of different things we could do yesterday. I don't want to go into what it is, because if we do it, it'll spoil it, but similar sorts of things that are just a bit outlandish. I think that's what we need for the second channel. We need to get some stuff on there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think they've all been good questions, those ones. I've enjoyed them.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, what do you mean is that it? It's 3 questions. We've been going for about 40 minutes.
You just all seem to splurge into one, don't we? At the end of the day.
But I think it's better when it's like that, because I feel like I'm enjoying myself rather than doing a tick box session where I'm going, I've done that. these questions do fit really well together, because we've got like somebody that's saying that they consider us as friends. You've got like also talking about social media and how we're affected by that and how other people are.
Yeah.
And then the final one with someone's boyfriend wanting to obviously stick it up as bums.
Went another little bit to that last question though.
I'll read it all. So my boyfriend is pissing me off. Please can you help to get over his gay obsession? It's driving me mad. Have a good conversation on this, and would you take it up your arse? Just curious. Love you guys. Please use this question. So no, we've covered it all.
No, I just thought we just went so straight take it up the arse.
Well, I suppose we get over your gay obsession. It's never going to happen. But if you want me to quell that for him, that's that done. You don't know with Andy. Just give him a couple of pints. You never know.
Just give me one. One will do it. One and a coffee.
You said this before. Oh, I can't drink. How many did you have at VidCon?
I don't know.
About 14?
I think I had 7 or 8 bottles before we left the Excel Arena.
3 ones.
And then after that, I don't know what I had. I had some whiskies and some pints.
Yeah, that's the point. You don't
know what else.
You don't know what you had after that. No. Actually, neither of us were bladdered. Were we? We were fine.
No.
What would Tip say?
Could walk.
But yeah, that's it. Oh God, we bloody did walk. Walked half of London. Anyway, talking about that, I think I caught coronavirus at VidCon, and I honestly do think I caught coronavirus at VidCon, and I think you might have as well.
I was always coughing.
Just 2 weeks after when we did the race, because it was exactly 2 weeks after. The few days after that, I felt so ill, and your cough was really bad. So, and I'd got my chest was really tight, and like my throat were funny, and I think I did. I don't think it was like a really extreme version of it, but I definitely do think I got it, and I think you did as well. But we'll never know, will we? So,
well, enough people here to catch it off, weren't there? At the end of the day.
Oh God, yeah. Anyway,
that's it.
There we go. So, thank you very much for watching. It is really, really appreciated. Like I said, get over to the website, have a look at the merch on there. We've got that new t-shirt. It should be, when this video goes up, it should be out in maybe within a few days of this video. So you've got an opportunity to get that before it sells out. There is quite a limited amount at the moment on there. Depending on how successful it is, we will get some more stock in. But if you want one, I'd do it quite quick if I were you. We've already had people sort of purchase, so you need to get on with it.
I've got two pre-orders before we even start. So
exactly, this is it. So we've only put it up a couple of days ago, and it's already got pre-orders on it. So yeah, you definitely need to. I feel like there's something else. To tell you. Second channel, we are really desperately trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed to Beeper Beef, get over, subscribe on there. I'll put the link in the description. We need to get it to 1,000 to just make it worthwhile doing. And also, potentially, not 100%, we might even have a third channel coming soon. So that's going to be another editing headache for me. But anyway, we'll leave that there. So thank you very much, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon for all the latest updates.